Hi everyone, I'm Teagan, and last year I was sitting exactly where you're sitting. In a room with a bunch of people I was still getting to know, meeting people who seemed like they could well be the most awesome people I've ever met, and feeling scared about trying to feed myself on $2 a day. But don't be scared. The next few months that you spend with this cohort will be so eye-opening that you'll realise that even though it seems like the world is all doom and gloom, not only are there things that you can do to help, but there are also people who want to work with you and have the exact same ambitions you do. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're studying, what job you have, or where you want to go in life, you can make a difference, and it's the people you have beside you and the skills you have under your belt that will push you along the way. And that's what Generate is here for. You're making a difference right now with Live Below the Line. The experiences that you have this week and the money that you raise will change not only your life, but also the lives of thousands of people in the most vulnerable conditions in the world. Which is why it's so important to do your best in fundraising so that Oaktree can be as effective as it can be in changing lives. Last year when I was living below the line, my vegetables went off pretty much straight away, and so I spent the rest of my week roughing it on popcorn and toffees. It was awful. But it's not all bad. You learn so much about how strong you are and what you can achieve. I wrote 8,000 words worth of assessment on the second day and didn't even pass out. Last year I raised nearly $14,000 for Live Below the Line, and because I don't have too much time, I've summed it up into my top 4 fundraising tips, which are pretty similar to what you'll hear from everyone else, but only because they're the most important. So my first top tip is utilize every network that you've ever thought you had. Your friends, your family's friends, the people you met down that one time at the creek that you never thought you'd see again but strangely ran into. You never know who's just waiting for an opportunity to be generous. I found that people don't need much of a push, but if you're going to use Facebook, something personalized is going to be much more effective than just spamming everyone on your newsfeed. Number 2, if you've got merch, wear it. It's one thing to say you're raising money for something great, but people want to know that it's serious and not just for your trip to Hawaii at the end of the year. And always carry a money box with you. With Live Below the Line's growing exposure, when people see your shirt, your wristband, or your water bottle, I found that people would come up and approach me instead of the other way around. Number 3, be brave and be adventurous. You don't have to stop fundraising when you finish living below the line, so go nuts. You might not have as much time to do an event for this week, but you still have a while to do one. Have events. Get yourself in the local newspaper. Use your talents to raise money and follow up every single person that promised that they would donate to you when they got paid. Number 4, it's good to think of it as having 4 different ways that you can fundraise. One way is to get people to focus on themselves through raffles, events, art auctions, or something that they're going to get something out of it. Number 2 is to get them to focus on the cause and why they need to donate. Number 3 is to get people to focus on the circumstances that they would be in, as in, you can't go to school, you don't have any money, you have to stay home and work, you can't integrate into society because you were born in a developing country. That's why you should help. And the 4th one is to get people to focus on how passionate you are about the cause and donate to you to help you reach your goal, or because they just care about how passionate you are. And you can combine these in any way that you want to target the right audience or find a whole new way to fundraise. It's just finding what works for you and the people you're pitching to. Fight for what it is that you want and show everyone that they should be passionate about the extreme poverty that 1.2 billion people live in. And it's because it's something that you're passionate about, it's obviously worth their attention. I expect to see some great things from all of you this year because I know you have a wonderful team right behind you supporting you all of the way. And I'd love to hear from you if you ever need some help or just some advice. Thanks!